Hello everyone, this is Arda Basinar. I'd like to welcome everyone to madcad.com webinar. Before I start, a couple of notes. In case you're wondering why your microphones are muted, we have about close to 500 attendees today. So with so many viewers, unfortunately we cannot manage two-way communications with everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to use the questions toolbox on your screens, or you can email us too. We will try to respond to the questions after the webinar. Today I will be presenting the third of our significant changes in IBC 2009 webinars. And the topic today will be changes related to fire protection systems. Chapter 9 of the IBC specifies the requirements of fire protection systems such as automatic sprinklers and fire alarms, which are all active fire protection systems. We had covered the changes in passive fire protection in our first significant changes webinar. Of course, while there are many changes in Chapter 9 fire protection systems, we will be covering only 6 of them today. We will utilize our madcad.com e-library and its search functionality to look at the changes in the IBC 2009. And we have about 30 minutes to complete reviewing the changes. And hopefully we can manage to shorten this even further. Also, we are recording this webinar and we'll send everyone an email once we have it posted on our site. Now let's start with our first change in fire area. The definition of the fire area in the previous IBC 2006 was the aggregate floor area enclosed and bounded by firewalls, fire barriers, exterior walls, or fire resistance rated horizontal assemblies of a building. Now the definition is important because the fire area's size, occupant load, and proximity to a level of exit discharge are factors in determining the fire protection requirements of a building, as shown in the example here for Group A2 occupancy. Here, according to section 903.2.1.2, we read that a sprinkler system must be provided if the fire area exceeds 5,000 square feet, has an occupant load of 100 or more, or is located on a floor other than a level of exit discharge serving such occupancies. Now, what the definition of the fire area is missing and needed clarification for was whether unenclosed building areas should be included in the fire area. And we have an illustration to explain this a little further. We have a restaurant with an interior of 4,500 square feet and a covered 1,000 square feet terrace, exterior terrace. We know that sprinklers are required if the fire area exceeds 5,000 square feet in Group A2 occupancy. We just read that. So in order to determine if sprinklers are required in respect to the fire area size in this example, we would have to know whether to include the terrace into the fire area. This is with the assumption, of course, that the terrace is not separated from the interior with a fire-rated wall. So what does the new IBC 2009 say about fire areas? To find this out, we will go to MadCAD and search for the definition of the fire area in IBC 2009. I'm going to click on this hyperlink at the bottom here, which will take me to MadCAD. For those of you not familiar with MadCAD, we have the codes and standards publishers on the left, the book list at the center, and the search box at the top here. I'm going to start the search by entering our search query at the top. I'm going to search for the phrase fire area and the keyword definition. I've now searched across nearly 6,000 codes and standards, and I see the books with matches at the center. Now to filter the search results to show the results in 2009 I-codes, I'm going to use the filters on the left. I'm going to click on the publisher ICC, and also select the edition filter and only show the 2009 edition I-codes. Now I see the IBC 2009 with 5 matches. I'm going to click on IBC to see the search results. Within the table of contents, I can see which chapters and sections have a match for the search. Let's go to Chapter 9, Fire Protection Systems, and Section 902, Definitions, as I can see it is highlighted. I'm going to scroll down to the definition of the fire area. And here we read the clarification in the second sentence. Areas of the building not provided with surrounding walls shall be included in the fire area if such areas are included within the horizontal projection of the roof or floor next above. So going back to our presentation, let's summarize this change and understand what it means to us. According to IBC 2009, areas of the building not provided with surrounding walls that have a roof or floor above will be included in the fire area. Therefore, in our example, the fire area will include the terrace and the building will need to be sprinklered because the group A2 fire area now exceeds 5,000 square feet. Let's move to the second change, which impacts fire protection requirements for Group E educational occupancies. In IBC 2006, Section 903.2.2 established the conditions in which a sprinkler system was required in Group E occupancy. According to this section, a sprinkler system was required throughout fire areas greater than 20,000 square feet. Looking at our illustration, this meant that a Group E occupancy building with fire areas of 15,000 square feet did not require sprinklers. Again, we're only looking into the sprinkler requirement in terms of fire area size, and we're not looking into the construction type, proximity to the exit discharge, etc. Now, a change was made in IBC 2009 to lower the threshold for the sprinkler requirement in Group E in order to provide increased life safety and property protection in educational facilities. This was an attempt to lower the threshold to the limits of other occupancies with similar fire hazards, such as Group F1, Group M, and Group S1, which all require sprinklers when the fire area exceeds 12,000 square feet, a threshold much lower than the 20,000 square feet for Group E occupancy. To find out what the change is, we will search for Group E and sprinkler. This time I'm going to click on the hyperlink, which already has the search query embedded in it, so it's going to do the search automatically. I see IBC 2000, again I'm going to click on the ICC filter and go to 2009. And in the International Building Code, I see 9 matches. So let's go ahead and click on IBC 2009 again. Within the table of contents, I see the chapters with matches again. But this time I'm going to do something different. I'm going to click on View All Matches on the top right-hand corner here to look at the results together. This is useful when you're not sure which chapter or section you need to navigate to. And here I can scan the results much quicker. I'm going to click on the top match, which I see is the sprinkler system section and has information for Group E. I'm going to scroll down in the section to find Group E. And here in section 903.2.3, I see that a sprinkler system is now required in Group E fire areas greater than 12,000 square feet in area. So the threshold has been lowered to 12,000 square feet for Group E occupancy. Going to summarize, let's go back to our presentation. So now a sprinkler system is now required throughout fire areas greater than 12,000 square feet in Group E occupancy. And with this change, the fire areas in our examples now fall above the threshold and therefore must be sprinklered. Now, having completed the second change, we'll continue on to the third one, and we will look into Group S2 enclosed parking garages.